My name is Janek Schergen, and I'm the Artistic Director of Singapore Dance Theatre. Probably the fact that I was brave enough to think that I was good enough and that I wasn't going to take no for an answer. And I didn't limit myself. I mean, if I had to go back and talk to my 20-year-old self again, I'd say don't think that anything's ever too much for you. You know, it was one of those things that I had a huge desire to be a dancer, and I wasn't going to let anything stop me, no matter how much work it took, no matter what people said. Oh, well, it's difficult. I didn't think it was difficult. I thought it was great. I got to be doing this wonderful thing with people that I admired and friends around me and a future in front of me that I couldn't wait to get to, so no hardship. Ballet as my first love is unquestionable. The interesting thing, though, is that most people think of me as the classical person, the person who's responsible for classical ballet within the scope of things that I do. But when I was a dancer, I was the exact opposite. I wanted to do whatever was next and whatever was new and whatever was exciting. And the idea of doing full-length classical ballets when I was a young dancer, to me, was an anathema. Later on in life, I discovered I got pigeonholed as being the contemporary boy, and I really don't like being told what I am. And so the more they said that that's what I was, the more I rebelled against it, and I became more and more classical over time as a dancer, and it ended up sticking. Most people think of me as the classical person. When the two co-founders, Madam Goh Soo Kim and Anthony Then, decided to start Singapore Dance Theatre, Chu-san told me, help them get this started. And so the first thought was to do one of Chu-san's ballets. So there was a piece that we chose called Beginnings that was made for just 4 dancers. And so I came and I taught the original dancers of Singapore Dance Theatre. This was in 1988. I taught them the first ballets that they danced. Yes, dancers are trained. You're trained to become a dancer, but who becomes a teacher or a rehearsal person or has the gift to become something more, that you don't train to do that. It just reveals itself during your career. A number of dancers have gone through this company and gone on to become teachers, or 2 of them have founded dance companies here in Singapore, with Sui Bun's founded THE Dance Company. Ricky Sim has founded Raw Moves. It's not reliant upon Singapore Dance Theatre, but exponentially the growth has come from the fact that a professional dance company was founded 30 years ago. But I think the other interesting thing is the development of the Esplanade, because now we get in so many major companies that it's become a destination for international companies to appear. And so the audiences in Singapore have the benefit of that theatre and the desire to see and bring in large companies from, I mean, the Paris Opera has been here, the Mariinsky, the Bolshoi, English National Ballet, American Ballet Theatre, Netherlands Dance Theatre. The list is enormous that sometimes you don't actually get to see. So it's a good thing.